So hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So in this video I'm going to talk about how you can create that kind of realistic tree using the Blender. So without any further delay, now let's get started tutorial. And for creating that kind of realistic tree, I have used one add-on, and which is the by default add-on of the Blender. That's name is Spline Tree Gen basically. So here you can see, if I'm just going to show you here, so here you can see on the curve section you will see that add-on, its name is Spline Tree Gen. Okay, and if you want to enable that add-on, so what you have to do, you have to just go to your edit preference, and here you have to just go to your add-on section. So for that you have to just search the tree, and you will get the Spline Tree Gen add-on. From here you have to just activate and make sure you just save the preference as well. Okay, and after that you will able to see that option here. And now I'm just going to talk about each and everything, how you can use it add-on, how you can add the texture, and I will also talk about how you can create that kind of realistic leaf texture as well. So make sure you watch this tutorial till end. So now let's start the tutorial. So first of all, I'm just going to open a new file. So from here I'm just going to open it, and I'm just going to delete this default cube, and after that I'm just going to press the Shift A on my keyboard and going to my curve section, and here I'm just going to add this Spline Tree Gen add-on. Okay, and when you click on that option, you will get the something like that, that is the basically a normal shape of the tree. Okay, and under the left hand side you will see some settings. There are lots of settings here. Okay, and you will get lots of things here as well. So we'll just talk about the basics of these settings. Okay, because I'm not going to very deep into this add-on, because there are lots of things you have to also do practice by yourself. You will get more, but some of the major things I'm just going to talk about here. Okay, how you can add the leaves here, how you can animate your tree, and how you can create a bark texture, and lots of things I will talk about in this video. So first of all, we have a by default setting set as a geometry. So here is the bevel option basically. Okay, if you want to see your object in a bevel form, so you can enable from it here. If you don't want to see, you can just disable from it. And there is a bevel resolution, basically how much resolution you want it. So in my case I'm just going to keep it by default, because if I'm going to increase the resolution, so maybe that file will become a very heavier, so I don't want that. Okay, and here we have some kind of handle type. Basically you need auto and vector, that is the basic things basically. So here we have something cool, which is we can just talk about. Okay, so here we have some shape of these trees. So here you can see, if I'm just going to change this, so here you can see we have lots of shape here. So whatever shape you like most, you can just choose from here. Okay, and under the shape option you have a shape settings as well. If you want to increase and decrease the settings, if you want to change any kind of shape by manually, so you can change from here, but I'm just going to take any of them from here. So I think I like the most is the custom shape basically. That's look fine. Okay, and after that I'm just going to my secondary option. So here we have also some shape option basically. So if I'm just going to change this, so it will change the tail of these tree basically. So if I'm just going to change it, here you can see some shape are going to change. You can't see properly, but there is happening a major changing. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it by default, because that is not necessary to change it. Okay, so here we have some branch distribution, means how much branch distribution you need it. So here you can see right now, here you can see here is a one branch, here is a one distribution, here is a two distribution. So if I'm just going to increase this, so here you can see it will increase it basically. Here you can see, and if I'm just going to decrease it, it's going to like something like that. And here we have a branch ring basically. So, and here we have some random seed as well. Okay, that is the scale of the whole tree, how much big you need it and how much small you need it. Okay guys, and here we have some preset option. If you have some preset, you can import and export it from here. And here we have some by default preset, which is super cool, because if I'm just going to change anything, here you can see we have a different kind of tree shape here. Here you can see whatever tree you want, you can just take it from here. Okay, and don't confuse between the shape of the tree and the preset of the tree, because that change the whole tree and that change only the shape of the tree basically. Okay, so here I'm just going to choose one of them. So I think I like the most, it is the Japanese maple. I think that is cool. Okay, so that is the geometry setting basically. So from here I'm just going to change the setting as a branch radius. So here you can see from here we can change the all the branches settings. If you want to change, here you can see this is the bevel of the all branches, and that is the radius basically, how much thin and how much thick you need it, and that is the scale radius of this branch basically. And that's the sub branches radius basically, and that is the minimum radius. So, okay, you can change according to your suitability, it's depend up to you. And here we have a little options called close tip. So right now here you can see, if I'm just going to zoom it a little bit, so right now we can see we don't have any kind of close tip option. So if I'm just going to hit the here, so we'll just get the close tip option. And here we have a auto taper option, so that is basically did the branches taper. But if you don't want the auto taper work as a automatically, so you can just uncheck from the here. And from here we have a lots of settings, you can just change from the here, and whatever settings you want you can change it. But I'm just going to keep it as a by default because we don't need it any changes right now. And here we have some branch splitting, basically how much branch will be split. So what is does the branch splitting basically? So it's showing basically how much branch will be splitting from the one of them. So if I'm just going to increase it, so here you can see that's going to increase it basically. Here you can see right now it's only 2. If I'm just going to 3, so it's going to divide it. If I'm just going to 4 it, so it's going to again divide it, but it will take a little time because that file will become heavier. So maybe it will take little time. I think that's look fine. Okay, so right now I'm just going to keep it by default 2, and that is the base split basically. Here you can see how much base split you want. So I think 3 is look cool to me. And there is basically trunk height. Here you can see that is the trunk height, and that is the secondary trunk height, and that is the split height, how much split you need it, and that is the split bias. Okay, and there are lots of settings also. If you want to change it, so you can change it. If you don't want to change, you can keep it by default. These things will be work automatically nicely. Okay, so let's move the another option. So next is the branch growth basically. So okay, so from here you can define it how much branch growth you wanted. So okay, so from here you can just change the taper crown. It will change the whole shape of the tree basically. And these are some manual settings which you, if you want to change it, so you can change it. If you don't want to change, then keep it by default, by the way. And next option is the pouring basically. So pouring is the basically how much tree you want to cut. So here you can see, if I'm just going to increase this pouring, so here you can see we will get this kind of radius. And here you can see if I'm just going to increase it, so it will cut the tree according to our that radius basically, that width basically. Let's move the next option. So next option we have, its name is leaves. So that is the interesting thing basically. So right now here you can see we can't see any kind of leaf in our scene. So if you want to see leaves, so you have to just click on the show leaves, and you will get the leaves, something like that, and that's look fine, by the way. Okay, and from here you can define the shape, which kind of shape you want, rectangular shape, doubly face, yeah, for doubly vertices. So I love the hexagon shape, by the way, that's look cool. And here is basically how much leaf you wanted. So 150 is by default look cool to me and work also good. And here we have some option, it's called a leaf distance. So how much distance will be 2 leaves basically, that's defined from here. So I'm not going to change anything from here. And here is some manual setting. If you want to change it, you can change it. If you don't want to change, just keep it by default, which is work good, by the way. So here is a leaf angle, basically how much angular leaf you want it. If you want to change, you can change from here. If you don't want to change, and keep it by default. I told you that's worked nicely. And just move the next option. So here we have a amateur option basically. So you can actually add these some bones in your tree, and after that you can just animate it. So if I'm just going to click the use amateur, so here you can see we can show little bones with our tree. Here you can see. Okay, and second we have option is make mesh. So if you want to change these bones into a mesh, so you can just click the make mesh, so it will convert into a mesh. But right now we don't want it, so just uncheck this. And that is the basically bones level, how much bones you want it. So I think by default it's worked nicely. And we have a last option, it's called animation. So here you can see we have some animation option as well. So we can actually animate our tree from the here. So you have to just click the animate the amateur and leaf animation as well. Okay, and now if I'm just going to play my animation, so here you can see we can literally see the happening the animation here. So one more time I'm just going to play this animation. So here you can see if I'm just going to play the animation, so that's look fine, by the way. Here you can see, and that is the easy and coolest way to animate your tree. Okay, so that's how these options are work now. So everything is look good to me. So now I'm just going to add the texture into our leaves and bark. So I'm just going to switch my shading panel from here, then I'm just going to select my leaf, and here I'm just going to add the new texture from here. Then I'm just going to add the image texture here, and then I'm just going to hit the open. I'm just going to select this texture, and then I'm just going to plug this texture here to here. So you can see now we have a texture into our leaves. So but we have to do little settings for that. So what we have to do, by the way, so we have to just add some extra node as well. Okay, so for that I'm just going to add the one mix node, mix shader basically, and going to keep it here. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add one more node. It's called transparent BSDF. Yeah, I'm just going to plug this node here to here, and here I'm just going to plug this node, and then I'm just going to plug this node here to here, and in the final I'm just going to click the here. So here you can see, if I'm just going to switch into my rendering mode, so here you can see now we have a transparent tree here, and that's look fine. By the way, here you can see that's look great. If you need little roughness into your leaves, so what you can do, by the way, you have to just add one more node. It's called color ramp, and you have to just place it here, and then I'm just going to plug into our roughness section. Then I'm just going to add one more node. It's called separate RGB, and here I'm just going to plug this into our image, and here I'm just going to connect this B into our this panel, and then I'm just going to move this slider here to here, by the way, first of all, and here I'm just going to do something like that. I think that's look fine. So here you can see now we have a little roughness into our leaves, and that's look fine. Okay, and one more thing we should do, by the way, so what is exactly, we have to just duplicate this mix shader, keep it here, and then I'm just going to plug this into here to here, and here I'm just going to duplicate this transparent BSDF one more time, and here I'm just going to plug this into here to here. Then I'm just going to do little green color here, something like that, and I'm just going to plug in this node here to here. So here you can see now we have a perfect leaf texture here. Okay, but here you can see right now we can see that transparent leaf. So why it's happening, by the way, we have to just plug into this node here to here. So now we'll just get the proper leaf here. Here you can see. So now I'm just going to add the texture into our bark object. So for adding the texture, I'm just going to select this part, and here I'm just going to add the new texture. And okay, so here I'm just going to add one color ramp. So I'm just going to add the color ramp. I'm going to plug this here to here, base color, and here I'm just going to change some color. So I'm just going to, and here I'm just going to add little dark XY. So I think that's look fine to me. Yeah, then I'm just going to add one noise texture into our object. I'm just going to plug this FAC2 into our FAC. Okay, and here you can see we have to just increase and decrease the noise first of all, but I'm just going to add one texture coordinate first of all, then I'm just going to change as a object. So now if I'm just going to change anything, so we can see easily here what's going on here. And I think we should do little scale, we should increase little detailing as well, we should increase little roughness, and we should also increase little distortion. So I think we should decrease the scale, by the way. I think that's look fine. Then we have to add one bump node, adding little bump. Okay, so now we have to add the one bump node. I'm just going to add the bump node into our scene, going to plug this bump node here to height, and here to normal. So you can see it's look very weird right now, so we have to just decrease the strength. Right now we have to increase little strength. Yeah, I think that's look fine. Then we have to just scale little texture from here. I think that's look fine. We have to play with the detailing as well, so I think, and you have to play with the distortion as well. So that's how you can create the bar texture as well. Okay, you can just choose any color, whatever color you want. So I think that's look fine to me right now. Yeah, that's look fine. Okay, so that's how you can create that kind of a realistic tree using the Blender. Okay, you have to just switch your rendering mode, and here you can see we have a perfect tree. And if I'm just going to play the animation, so here you can see you can play the animation as well, so that's look also fine. Okay, so that's how you can use the spline tree add-on. Basically that is the default add-on, which is super cool, and I thought I should share with you that trick. Okay, and if you want to see my final render, so here you can see that is my final render. So here you can see guys, this is our final render, and that's look fine. I add up little bump into our bug, so here you can see that look a little more realistic. And we'll also create one more video about the how you can create a realistic wooden texture with the help of the nodes basically. So stay tuned with me guys, and thanks for watching this video guys. If you learned something in this video, please hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe my channel. Also, if you have any queries, if you have a suggestion, please let me know in the comment box. I will definitely reply comment. So bye bye, take care and stay home guys.